This field was home to legends like Bolino and Staubach, the United States Naval Academy, Indianapolis, and home to the Midshipmen of Navy. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the American. As we'll see, the Temple Owls taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Duff. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Temple's offense takes the field to start this game off. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have...
There he goes! Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. On the run, it's Small. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback on the keeper. Finds a little space. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cook. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on second down. Handoff from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Cook. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
They never ask how. They always ask how many. And that thing off the crossbar, inches away from a miss. It was a pretty long kick. Kicker gets just enough of it and puts 3 on the board.
So Navy's offense will go to work for the first time. And, David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough catches and some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense is keying on him. They know that's where the quarter
breaks into the open. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Handoff from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer pool is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer pool.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. The give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Duff. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the floor. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. They'll keep it on the ground.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big...
Turning it on! Oh, he got loose! He'll work his way down to the 28.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously, money down. Got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Finds his tight end, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. Bulldozes his way through. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
Yeah, I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Navy will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Opening play of the drive from the 39. From the shotgun, the inside give. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They go to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Catch in the middle. It's Duff. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Temple lines up quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go right back to him. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Temple.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Temple, 17. Navy, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Navy offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He'll do it himself. There he goes. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Mids are always going to have a threat to run it at quarterback, whether it's Ricky Dobbs or Kaiponoa Kaheaku and Hata.
God bless you. Yeah, and as a Navy quarterback, beating those guys in history, you just got to make great decisions, but you got to make them fast, and you got to make them often when you run the option play after play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. With the catch, it's Babers. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work.
On the set.
Now on 2nd down.
42 Spider. 4-2.
Back to pass. He's got an open man. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages.
It breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Got a first down. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They give it to him again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. At the 30. Inside. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Navy!
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one.
Oh, he's got some space. Gives him the big stiff arm. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking for space. It's small. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. Fights off a defender. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Sweet cut there. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. It's complete to the left.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Vick. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. He's got his man across the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Snags it over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Bringing the heat. He'll try to do it himself. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Makes the catch. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pressure coming. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Annapolis. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Navy Marine Corps Memorial.
Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back.
Turning it on! It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. At midfield, he's got room. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Got room to work. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. The lead down to just 3, 20-17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium, but despite the forks up right now, this one is tight. They're up by 7 over Utah. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. There he goes. Got the first down and more. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. The throw. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Great timing there in that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Owls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be...
Touchdown, Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Navy will go back on the attack. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer...
Breaks into the open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Gives it on the option. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a negative. Well, Trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Makes the catch. It's Vick. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
To the ground with the back. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in this...
Oh, he's got some space. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Owls just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Touchdown Owls! The offense cashing it in on that drive. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's loose. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. It's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down, and both of these quarterbacks...
Turning it on! Oh, what a cut! He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, midshipman! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. The give out of the gun.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Going downfield for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's an incompletion and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for it.
They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Finding open areas. Quick step and go. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Quickly to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. First down for this offense.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll try the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll give it to the back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock and it will be your friend. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Rose.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
A strike downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down here for the offense.
29 Philly.
Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Vic.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. looking to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Throwing right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Trying play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. After this, it'll be a wrap. On fourth down, going to the air. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0.